everybody. This is Lester from Cannabis Wiki. As you know, Cannabis Wiki is always an advocate helping bridge the collaboration between the community and the industry. As you can see, I have the greatest pleasure amongst all to be standing with Mr. Montel Williams. We were totally affected by his speech today at the Canada's premier business conference expo. Mr. Williams let us know about CBD products. I'm going to let Mr. Williams further talk about the CBD products, the pure CBD products. Mr. Williams?
Sure, thank you. You know, I literally have been in this business, and for a lot of your viewers to know, for now almost 20 years. Long before this was a green rush and the gold rush, I got involved because back in 2001, I knew by doing some research and understanding that the doctor who discovered cannabinoids back in 1970s and discovered their efficaciousness as a medical agent stated unequivocally that cannabinoids work in an entourage effect. So, you know, the fact that we're extracting and separating CBD from THC and from delta-9 THC and also separating it from CBN, you know, CBG and all the other, we know that there's over 160 cannabinoids that we've already identified. Amazing. And the doctor who identified them says that they all work together. So how dare we decide to pull two of them out and say, let's use those two and skip all the rest.
Right.
But because the way the industry has set itself up and the way governments have now allowed its use, since CBD is one of the main cannabinoids that we now know for a fact is neuroprotectant, anti-inflammatory, immunomodulatory, it helps with cellular homeostasis. We have a lot of people that are extracting and trying their best to produce a product that will make them a lot of money, but they're not very paying attention to the fact of it being a medical efficacious agent.
Right.
So I suggest to people who are watching you and tuning in, if they look to get a product, the first thing they should do is, why do we trust another person to give us the information that we should be able to gain and glean ourselves? There's information up on the internet right now. You can just download endocannabinoid system, download CBD, and read yourself. And when you read yourself, you start to understand that if we extract CBD using some sort of a caustic solvent and leave that solvent behind, and I don't care what anybody says, when we take a look at true cannabis testing, we start to figure out that almost every laboratory testing comes up with different numbers. Now, how does that happen if, in fact, we were doing legitimate testing?
Correct.
So what you have to really do, and I think it's imperative that we understand that right now technology is starting to catch up. So we have technology out there right now that can do supercritical CO2 extractions, CO2 being an inert gas that evaporates at a very, very low temperature, so therefore you can get all of the particulate out, or cryoethanol, which is another way that we can extract the cannabinoids. And again, ethanol evaporating at a very, very low temperature, we can make sure that the majority of that comes out of the end product that you consume. I would definitely make sure that if I'm consuming any cannabinoid product, it has no solvents in it that are from, you know, the oil industry.
Right.
No using, you know, no tains whatsoever. And in the last couple of months now, I even understand and know for a fact that there's technology out here right now where we can do a pure H2O, water extraction. And so I would try to find a product that is extracted with the least caustic chemicals, and then look for something that is formulated. I happen to be one of those people that believe very strongly, if you can't find something done the way you want it to be done, do it yourself. And so I created my own brand in the United States. Right now I have a CBD product that's being sold in all 50 states. Wow. And my brand is under the name of Lenitiv Scientific is the name of my company. Lenitiv, L-E-N-I-T-I-V, Scientific. And the reason why I picked the word lenitive with an E, at the turn of the century in 1900s, almost all things that were considered medical agents or medicine, they would use the term lenitive on a package, and lenitive means lessening or assuaging pain. So my product name by itself is called Montel. And right now, in all 50 states in the United States, you can order Montel CBD. And I probably have the best price point product in the marketplace because, rather than putting 5 or 10 milligrams of CBD in each dose, we have 50 milligrams of CBD in each dose, and also a proprietary terpene additive to that. Now, what are terpenes? People don't understand. They're phytocannabinoids. And phytocannabinoids are other things that are as essential as the cannabinoid itself.
As you were saying earlier.
Absolutely. That helps for cellular penetration and helps to make sure bioavailability. So for those at home to understand, I am the formulator of my product. I have an engineering degree that I've been able to now shift over and use in this way to actually formulate our products. And so I'm the formulator, and every single one of the pills that I sell, I have sampled and taken some of that formulation that's in there. So, excuse me. So again, if I'm looking for a product, I'm looking for the most efficacious, safest, and least adulterated.
Mr. Williams, I so appreciate you taking the time to inform everybody. You heard it straight from himself. If there's any of the information that you didn't get, definitely go to www.cannabis.wiki to find out more information, to see Montel Williams, to see myself, to find his product. You heard what he said. We were talking about pure CBDs. Check, educate yourself. This is cannabis.wiki, keeping an eye on everything. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That was fantastic.